Welcome students. Today we are doing coordinate geometry. This is chapter number 3. The following questions we are going to cover in this video. This is basically a revision of this chapter coordinate geometry. So the very important questions I am going to cover in this video. So you can also do these questions with me side by side. Let us start with the first question. The quadrant in which the point 2, 3 lies is. Now you have to tell this point will lie in which quadrant, right? So before I will start these questions, I just want to explain you the Cartesian plane. All of you have remembered that in this topic, when you have done this chapter, you have learnt about Cartesian plane. Now, when in a plane surface, you draw the two perpendicular lines. These two perpendicular lines divide the whole plane into 4 parts. This is to be known as first quadrant, and this is to be known as second quadrant. This is the third quadrant, and this is the fourth quadrant, right? Now this line, horizontal line, is known as x-axis and the vertical line is known as y-axis. The point where these two lines meet, that point is known as origin, right? These lines are divided with the equal units. All of you have learned this when you have done this chapter. So basically I am doing the revision of this chapter, so I am just giving you the explanation of this chapter in short. Now all of you know how to give the number on this number line. This is your 0 where these two axes are meet. So on the right side of the x-axis these are positive numbers, and on the left side these are negative numbers, right? On the same way, in this y-axis, above the 0 you have positive numbers and below the 0 you have negative numbers, right? You can see this here properly in this graph also. Now all of you know this is first quadrant. So all the points which lie here will come from this part and from this part. So here you can see the x-axis will also have all the positive value and y-axis is also having a positive value. So both the coordinate of the point in this first quadrant are positive. In the second quadrant, if you see, you have to take the value of x as negative and the value of y as positive. So the value of the coordinates of the point will be minus plus, means x coordinate is your negative and y coordinate is positive. In the third quadrant both are negative because you will move like this. First of all you go for the negative value of x and then you again go for the negative value of y. So both the coordinates of the point are negative. Now in the fourth quadrant, if you see, the coordinate of the x coordinate is positive and y is negative. So in the fourth quadrant x is positive and y is negative, right? According to this position of the point we can plot the points. Now you can see in this question they are asking in which quadrant this point P2, 3 lie. Since you can see here both the coordinates of the point are positive, so it will lie in the first quadrant. So the answer of this is first quadrant. You can put a right sign on the first option. Second, the perpendicular distance of the point 4 minus 3 from y-axis. Let us see where this point 4 minus 3 will lie. See 4, 1, 2, 3, 4. For plotting any point you have to move first of all on the x-axis. You read the x coordinate from here and then you move on this horizontal line. If this is a positive value then you move to the right side, and if it is a negative value then we will move to the left side of this line. Now 4 is here. Now you have to move from here either upward or downward. If the coordinate of y-axis is negative then I have to move downward. How many steps I have to move downward? 3 steps. Minus 1, minus 2, minus 3. So it means my position of the point will be somewhere here. This is my 4 minus 3, right? Now the question is the perpendicular distance of the point from the y-axis. Now this is the point. Now the perpendicular distance is this. If I draw a perpendicular distance from this point to y-axis, this will be this. So this is basically the value of the x coordinate. So this distance is your 4 unit. And you can see this from the coordinate also. The x coordinate give you the perpendicular distance from the y-axis. And y coordinate gives you the perpendicular distance from the x-axis. So 4 unit is the answer. So where is the 4 unit? Yes, this is the 4 unit. I hope आपको ये दोनों क्वेश्चन अच्छे से समझ में आ गए हैं. Let us move to the question number 3. Now question number 3 is, if A is this and B is this, then you have to find out this. Abscissa of A. All of you know x coordinate is also known as, is also called abscissa. If you have remembered this, x coordinate of the point is also called abscissa, and y coordinate is also called as ordinate. All of you have done this. When you have done this chapter, you must have learned these two words, abscissa and ordinate. Abscissa mein, here I can correct the spelling, right? Okay, now it is saying you have to take the abscissa of A. Abscissa of A is my -2, so I will take -2. You have to add, what I have to add? Ordinate of B. What is the ordinate of B? This is 7. So I have to add abscissa of A with the ordinate of B. So -2 plus 7 is 5. So our answer is 5. Right? Now the next question is the position of the point 1, 2 if abscissa is multiplied by -2. Now my abscissa, the coordinates are 1, 2. If I will multiply this abscissa by -2, so my new, so this is multiply ka sign is there, like this. So what will it be? -2 and 2, right? Now if I multiply the abscissa of this point with -2, I am only multiplying the abscissa, so it means I have to multiply by 1 only. 1 multiplied by -2 will give me -2, and this 2 will come as it is. Now you can see where this point will lie. X is negative and y is positive. So just now in the previous question I had explained you, here it is x and it is y is positive. So here the coordinate of the points will be minus plus. So this will lie in which quadrant? It will lie in the second quadrant. So it is asking where this point will lie. It will lie in the second quadrant. The position of the point this, if abscissa is multiplied by this, it is in the second quadrant. Now you can show this by plotting also. You can draw the Cartesian plane, right, like this, and I have to plot the point in this side, so I will take the points over here only. There is no need to show the point over here because we have to save the time also. So you can see here -2, 2. So first of all I will move here and then 2 is here. So the position of this point will be -2 and 2. This will be this point. Okay, you got it? Where will be the position of the new point will be here. I can give a name to this point to be A, so I can write it down here. A -2, 2 is the position of this new point. Okay, I hope you have understood this question also. Let us move to the next question. All these questions are very interesting questions and very, very important also. Right? In this chapter nothing is there, so you have to revise all these questions. Now question number 5. Now what it is saying, what will be the coordinate of a point if it lies on negative direction of y-axis? It means it must be lying here below the x-axis because y coordinate is negative here. At a distance of 7 unit from x-axis. अब 7 यूनिट आपको बिलो लेना है, ठीक है? तो अगर मैं x एक्सिस से 7 यूनिट नीचे की तरफ लूँगी, what will be the coordinate of that point? So if I will extend this line like this, So suppose this is -5, -6 and -7. So this will be the position of my point 0 and -7, because x coordinate is my 0 and y is -7, because it is saying that you have to take a point in the negative direction of y axis and which is 7 unit from x axis. यानी कि आपको x के लिए कहीं मूव ही नहीं करना, नीचे की तरफ आ रहे हो तो आपका कोऑर्डिनेट क्या हो जाएगा उस पॉइंट का 0 -7. Okay, so your answer is here 0 -7. Okay, let us move to the next question. Plot the point 5 4 0 0 5 0 on the graph paper. Join them and state the figure formed by joining them. Okay, let us join these points 5 4. 5 is my this point, 4 is upward, right? This is my 5 4. So I can write down the coordinate also. Next is B 0 0. ये मेरा आपका A point है, तो I will mark here A. B is 0 0 0 0 is this origin. So B is my 0 0. C is 5 0. So 5 0 is my this point C. 5 and 0. Y के लिए you do not have to move upward and downward because it is 0. Now on the graph, join them and state. Now you have to join it. Okay, you are going to join these points and you have to see what kind of the figure is formed here, right? State the figure formed by joining them. If you are joining them, you can see this is a straight line, right? So it is perpendicular to the x-axis, and what kind of the figure you can see here? It is a right angle triangle. So you can write down here ABC is a right angle triangle. So this is the answer, right? So according to the question, you will plot the points, join them, and you can observe from the figure that what kind of the figure is formed here. Okay, let us move to the next question. Now this is question number 7. In which quadrant or on which axis do the following points lie? Now this is very simple question, or these kind of questions definitely come in the exam. So let us do fast. 1 2 1 2 both are positive, so it is in the first quadrant. I am writing the answer below the question. -3 2 -3 2 will be -3 is here, 2 is here, so it is in the second quadrant. 1 -4 1 is positive and y is negative, so it is in the fourth quadrant. You can also move with the cursor. 7 0 7 is here, somewhere here on the x-axis, and 0 के लिए कभी भी आपको ऊपर नीचे मूव नहीं करना, तो ये आपका x-axis पर लाई कर रहा है, क्योंकि ना तो आप ऊपर जा रहे हो ना ही आप नीचे जा रहे हो. It is lying on the x-axis. Now 0 -3 0 is here, -3 is here, so this is lying on the y-axis. Now next is -1 -5. In the third quadrant we have both the coordinates negative, so this is in the third quadrant. -1 2 is again in the second one. 1 -2 is in the fourth quadrant, right? You can see in the Cartesian plane also the position of these points, right? Now let us see. Plot the points -4 4. Now you can see here in this figure -4 is here. मैं ऊपर गई इसके साथ साथ ही, दिस इज माई -4 एंड 4 पोजिशन. नेक्स्ट ये मेरा A पॉइंट है. B इज -6 0 -6 इज हियर. 0 के लिए ना ऊपर जाना है ना नीचे जाना है, सो दिस इज माई -6 0. C R इज माई -4 -4, सो -4 एंड नीचे की तरफ आए -4, सो दिस इज माई R -4 4 -4. Now the next is -2 0. -2 0 is my this point. ABC is -2 0. Right? Okay. Join them and find the area of the figure formed. Now if you see, if I am joining them, what kind of the figure you can observe from here? First of all, when you join them like this is a perpendicular line, right? All these are at a equal distance. A is equal at a equal distance of from 6, and this point is again equal distance from here. So what kind of the figure is this? This is a rhombus you can say, because in a rhombus you can say that these sides, all these sides are equal, right? So this, the shape is a rhombus. It is a rhombus shape. Now it is saying find the area of this. Area of a rhombus is area of a rhombus. What is the formula of area of a rhombus? Is half into d1 into d2. Now you can see what is d1. d1 is my this length from here to here. So how many units are here? 1, 2, 3, 4. So my d1 is 4. Now d2 is my this diagonal, right? So what is the distance from here to here? You can see this distance is from here to here. So minus 4 units are here and 4 unit is below the x-axis. 4 plus 4 is 8 units. So this is also 4 unit, this is also 4 units, so 8 units. So you multiply it by 8. 2 1s are 2, 2 2s are 4, 8 2s are 16 unit square. This is the area of this figure which we have formed by joining the given 4 points, right? All of you know rhombus is what kind of the figure? It is a parallelogram in which all the 4 sides are equal. So you can see here all the 4 sides are equal. So this is a rhombus and the area of the rhombus is half into d1 into d2. d1 is a diagonal 1, d2 is a diagonal 2, right? So you can count the units from here for diagonal 1, 1 unit, 2 unit, 3 unit, 4 unit. Similarly for d2 you can count from here to here. How many units are here? So I have to count from minus 4 to 4. So minus 4 to 4 there are 8 units. So it means d2 is your 8. So you multiply them and you get the answer. Okay. So I hope you enjoyed today's class, today's video, and many of the concept of this chapter like coordinate geometry is now clear to all of you. These kind of questions comes in the exam, so all of you go through this video with full concentration and revise all these questions again, right? I hope you enjoy this my video. If you enjoy my video, then subscribe the channel and hit the bell icon. Bye bye.